from Kels feels like.
You guys have all heard of the show You Have to Meet My Friends, where I call my friends randomly, but I couldn't call these guys randomly. But these are two of my best friends in the entire world. Will, who's an Eagles fan, been an Eagles fan since, I can't even remember. And then Dave, who I've never not heard about the Chiefs in any conversation that I've ever had with him, whether it be UNLV, Running Rebels, or the Chiefs. So welcome to the show, Mr. Dave and Willie Will.
What?
Whoop, whoop.
So let's go to Dave first, because I know you're just chomping at the bit to discuss the Chiefs. What is your prediction right off the bat, man? What's the score?
I still think it's going to be similar to the last one, and it's going to be really close. I think we're going to score 27, and they're going to just score something slightly below us, 25, 26. It doesn't matter, but something less than 27 for them.
Big
so
Willie.
I will go 27-23.
27-23. Big Willie, what you got?
I think it's going to be an Eagles victory, and I'm thinking 34-24.
Ooh.
34-24. So
That's good.
let's Mr. Will, why do you like the Eagles so damn much, man?
Because they're awesome. They're green. They have great colors. But my favorite player back in the day was Randall Cunningham, and he was the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles back in the day when Ron Jaworski got hurt in 1985.
Hey, did you guys know Randall Cunningham went to UNLV?
Yes.
I knew that this was going to happen. We were gonna speak about Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, and Grandmama
Anderson Hunt.
Ooh, raindrops.
What are you guys both doing for Super Bowl?
I'm watching the game at home.
Ladies first.
Oh, Dave, what do you got?
I'll be at Rob's house, bud.
Hey, what do you think the X factor is going to be in this game, as far as, like, because people keep talking about two major ones, Saquon and Patrick Mahomes, but who do you think is going to be the hero in this game?
Well, I keep thinking of the last Super Bowl we played with them, and it was right at the end. It was at Crackhead. We had Kadarius Toney. He returned that punt like 50 yards to set us up for like the game-winning drive. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be something like that. A returner is going to put us in a position to win. And his name is Nico Remigio.
I think that the only reason why Dave is saying that is because he bet money on his sports gambling app on a return touchdown. So shut it, Dave.
Yeah.
Shut it, bro.
Don't
try to bring that shit into fruition just because you're laying money down on it.
You got to say it out loud.
Yeah. I'm black and I'm proud. The Eagles' X factor is going to be the defense. I think that they're going to have Mahomes running for his life the entire game. I think they're going to get a lot of pressure on him. I think they're going to put him in situations where he's going to have to run, and I'm hoping and praying that Jalen Carter gets to square him up.
Yeah,
and just put the hurting on him.
He was in that game his rookie year against us, and he did really well. But now he's a different dude now.
Yeah.
Do you feel?
He requires a double team these days.
Hey, do you feel that the prominence of AJ Brown is because he had Titans pedigree?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
Hey Dave, are you? Do you go crazy when you're watching a game, or do you just like to watch a game by yourself?
When I'm by myself, I go crazy, but I rarely watch the game with other people ever. But your brother always wants to throw like the greatest Super Bowl party ever. So I go over there and I just watch it on the little TV all by myself the whole time while everybody else is enjoying their lives.
How about yourself, Willie? You like to do it alone, or?
It just depends on the pressure and how much stress I'm feeling. I like to kind of get away for a few minutes sometimes and watch the game on my own. But yeah. I'll just be watching it with the fam today.
That's awesome.
If you had to, if it was a must, what is the one position both of you guys could play on one of your teams if you had to play in the Super Bowl today? Like right now, like they called you and said, "Hey, suit up." What would be the what would be the position?
When they kick off, that dog that runs after the little T and then runs it back off the field, that would be me.
Yeah, I'd be holding a clipboard for sure.
Dude, I think it would be so awesome to give Travis Kelce some water. Be like, shh.
Would you? You would rub his shoulders though.
Face. I'd be spraying it all
Dave
over
would.
the
Dave would put a roofie in it.
Whoops, I missed, bud. Let me wipe that off your cheek there. Got some water out there.
Hey, what?
Travis Kelce starts feeling drowsy.
Hey,
what
big guy, come into this tent. Come into this tent with me.
What are some of the most ridiculous claims that you guys have been hearing throughout? I mean, do you guys tune it in or tune it out? I've only had this experience one time in my life when the Titans went in '99. Let's remember that. Oh, Hank, Big Bank Hank is here.
Yeah.
That
was the.
I'm never a conspiracy guy, but I've been hearing a lot of that stuff with us. So if we lose, I would love that in a sense, because then I can say, hey guys, look, there was no conspiracy. But if we win, I need Travis Kelce to retire so him and Taylor Swift can go away, and just everybody can stop worrying about that stuff, because it's a lot. It's a lot. I've got Chiefs fatigue. I wake up every morning exhausted from these dreams.
That's funny.
What dream? This is a scary question, but Will and I want to know, what dreams are you having about the Chiefs, buddy?
Hey, this is like a PG program, bro.
Does it involve you, Kelce, and Mahomes?
Yeah, and some chunky soup.
Yeah. Hey, hey, Willie, can you help us with this too? And Dave, but you're the only person on the planet, Dave, that calls him Travis Kelce, but you have a reason for this.
Well, I don't know. I just think it's like a nickname. Like when you guys call me Dave because we're tight like that. That's how me and Kelce are.
But there is some truth to this. Am I correct?
What do you mean?
Is there truth to that name or no?
Well, no, I think for a long time, that's what you would hear, both like Kelce, and they would always say, what is it? And I think for a long time, I just stuck with Kelce.
Okay. All right.
It just flows better. Kelce. Dave.
Hey, Will, what dreams have you been having about the Eagles that has been keeping you up late at night?
None. No, none.
I wake up every morning. What color Chiefs underwear should I put on today?
Do you have Chiefs underwear on today?
Yellow, red, white.
So
I still got to figure out what color I'm wearing, because when I jump into the pool after our celebration this evening, I got to jump into the pool. I made the mistake last year of jumping into the pool with my hoodie and sweats on. Ooh. And it was just polar cold last year.
Yeah. Well, you won't have to worry about getting wet this year, Dave.
What's your you said 10-point victory? Is it Saquon that's gonna run it down their throat, or is it the passing game? What is it, Will?
I think it should be a combination of both. I definitely see Saquon having some early success, but ultimately for us to win this game, we need to be able to move the ball through the air, and I'm hoping that Jalen Hurts is up for that task today.
Okay. Do you think that there's any mistakes that happened today?
Turnovers are what lose championships, so hopefully not.
And that's what I remember from our last matchup, was Jalen was playing perfect. I think he ran for 3 touchdowns, threw for 2, but he had the one turnover where he just fumbled it and we picked it up and scored. Like that was the game.
I've got a Super Bowl correspondent here too. You guys don't know that I brought in a absolute genius, and he wants to give you his take on what's going to happen in the Super Bowl. You guys want to hear from him?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, let me introduce him real quick. So he hails from Carlsbad, California. He's a Titans fan.
Uh-oh.
What
Who do you
up?
Hey,
who do you?
hey.
Hey, give them both. What do you got for both your uncles here? Say
Uh,
hello and tell them you love them first.
hello.
Love you,
What's
buddy.
up, Maddox?
Give them the business, buddy.
What?
What do we got? Prediction: Chiefs or Eagles?
I think, sadly, the Chiefs are going to win.
And why?
How are they going to win?
Because Patrick
Say his
Mahomes and the
name.
refs
Say
are
his name.
lovers.
Say
So,
his name.
Oh, got him!
Say that again, but say it with your chest.
Patrick Mahomes and the refs are lovers.
Ooh.
Hey.
Do you
Yes.
think that how is that going to impact the game, Maddox?
Well, like, they're just going to call terrible calls and all that. And that's how they're going to stop Saquon Barkley.
You heard it.
Wow.
You heard it
Before
here
your-
first, man. That's a
it was
drop the mic.
D-O-N conspiracy.
Okay,
It was before his time, but that's called the Michael Jordan treatment. Where you just get the calls. You just get the calls.
so seriously on this is people are talking about it, Dave. Like you were talking, like Chiefs fatigue. Will, you've heard it.
Yep.
Will has never been a conspiracy theorist ever in his life, but on anything ever. But from a Chiefs fan, is it just that in your head you just say this is all garbage, or does anything resonate at all with you?
Well, like if you look at the stats, they never are high in receiving penalties, whether it's roughing the passer or just total penalties ever. Um, but it just seems sometimes like the timing of the calls, like, but I don't know if there's ever a bad time to get a personal foul. It could be the first quarter and you get that personal foul that moves you closer to scoring or something, but it tends to happen. Um, I don't know. I think there's a part of the human element. We know the refs are awful in every game. You could watch like an awful game like Panthers Titans, and you'll see bad calls in that game too. But nobody, those two teams aren't on TV, so nobody sees it.
So, Willie, help me with this. Is this something that you give any weight to? Because I saw it this way this week, where I'm a irrational Titans fan. You guys both know this, and you've had to deal with me my whole life. If it was the Titans that were going for a 3-peat and everyone was, I would be like, you know what? The refs didn't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I would be, and if it didn't get called or whatever it is, although on the flip side of it, I've been on the receiving end of, actually Patrick Mahomes was on the receiving end of the one of two games that he didn't throw a touchdown, which was at Titan Stadium, and I was there, and he got smashed by the Titans. Yes. Will, do you give any weight? Do you give any weight to that at all?
I try not to. You know, I'm just hoping for a good game, but there's just, the internet is a pretty wild place, and the volume and frequency of the chief conspiracies are at an all-time high. I'm just hoping that we can kick their ass and not have to worry about conspiracies.
Yeah. Hey
What do
man,
you?
honestly, like
Yeah.
our records are very similar,
Uh-huh.
but when you look at two of your losses, one of them was with that backup quarterback, like Pickett.
Yep.
So that game doesn't count as a loss. And then one of the games, both of your starting wide receivers were out. Devontae Smith and AJ Brown were both out. So those two losses have asterisks next to them. Like, and I think you were like 14-3. I
Yep.
think we were 15-2. And our one loss at the end of the season didn't count. Like, so we could be 16-1. You could be 16-1.
What in your life today, both of you, and you guys will both answer this question, what would you be willing to give up to guarantee
Oh, I did
a
this already.
victory?
I did this already. I gave up my marriage, remember? 2000.
Oh,
It was,
man.
it was a dark time, but it was 2017. And she said, I don't feel anything anymore. And then we drafted this kid, Patrick Mahomes. And it was a very confusing time. But I see what was
That's
happening. And I
that's
told
deep,
God,
Dave.
yeah, I told God, I said, it was a dark time for me. And so I was like, God, please provide me with some happiness, just one Chiefs Super Bowl. And so he has been testing me ever since. Like he gave me one, and I kind of lied that I was curious to see what would happen if we win another one. And so he keeps giving them to me to test me. And so he and I will probably be talking at the pearly gates about this. But I broke my promise.
Willie, what would you be willing to give up in your life today to get an Eagles victory? To a sure one.
I can't beat Dave's story, man.
None of us can, man.
That is
Awful.
so funny. I gave up my marriage. I don't mean to laugh at that, Dave, but holy crap.
It was really sad and funny at the same
It
time.
is. Dude,
Or
but you got Patrick Mahomes in exchange for that.
no, and so it's okay.
Yeah, it's worth it, bro.
Oh, so terrible.
Hey, imagine how many Chiefs fans out there that maybe aren't doing well in their marriage that would be willing to say like, hey, maybe I'll just give up the ghost. Willie, what are you willing to give up, man?
Uh,
A pinky.
oh yeah, I'd give up the tip of my pinky for
You
sure.
would give up the tip of your pinky for the Eagles to win today.
Yep.
That's some Squid Game shit right there.
Would you go two links?
No, just one.
Just
the
one
tip.
link. Just
Yep.
one link. Would you do it with like a hatchet?
I got these really awesome Viking knives off of the TikTok shop. I'd use one of those. Yeah.
Would you hit it hard or would you saw it?
I would just I have like this big like a meat cleaver. I'd use the meat cleaver.
Got to be
You want
quick
to
and
do that
clean.
quick, man. You don't want to drag that out.
Woo.
Oh my god.
It would be worth it though. I see what you're saying. And then immediately just like sear it on a pan so it closes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a frying pan, just have a frying pan ready so I can
that.
cauterize the wound. Yeah.
I would do that right
Good
after
call, Dave.
Right after the final second, I would do that immediately. I wouldn't feel like.
And then I'd throw it in a jar with formaldehyde, and I just save it. Save the tip.
Yeah. That's a souvenir, man.
I'd be like, you see that? See that in that jar? That's the tip of my pinky. You know what it did? It gave us a Super Bowl victory.
I would do it.
Well, I know both of you guys got to get. Will, you got to get to the store. Dave, you got to get to the party. I want to give you both a hot seat opportunity to convince us why. Willie, you'll take it first. Why are the Eagles going to win today? Keys to victory, and why you think Dave should become an Eagles fan if you win, or put up a friendly wager here.
I will wager a crisp $100 bill.
Whoa.
The keys to victory, I just think are, not turning the ball over and the defense having a similar kind of game that they had against Washington, the Commanders. We just need to be in control on defense, and that's going to, dictate if we win or lose.
I think our key is to stop Saquon, and we haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher in like 33 games, and so
Until today, mother scratcher.
And then on offense, I think it's going to be something like you said. Patrick's going to be moving a lot, and so he's going to have to just get rid of that ball quick. But I think little Xavier Worthy's he's gonna have a day. That rookie had like 10 touchdowns this year. Andy likes to use those trinkets and toys, and so I think we might see something from that kid.
What are you wagering?
$100.
I would do the $100.
Dave, what do you got? Like, what's a wager? You're going to take the $100. Like, you guys are going to bet that. But on your side, what do you got?
I don't know, man. Maybe we could like swap a comic or something. Will and I are into comics.
What about a tattoo? Would you be willing to risk a tattoo on a wager?
Nope.
I wouldn't even put Chief stuff on my body, man.
What?
A. I
Yeah,
don't know if I,
nah,
man. Will, would you get an Eagles tattoo somewhere?
nope.
Hmm. I wouldn't want it on display. I got my kids' names on my arm and stuff, but I don't know if I'd be putting like Chiefs so everybody to see it. But maybe I'd put it somewhere real subtle.
I'd only be willing to chop my finger off. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be willing to.
Hey, well, I think
Tattoo is
Dave.
a step too far, guys.
Yeah, I love the rationale. I think Dave would be willing to get a Chiefs tattoo in the small of his middle back,
I think
or
so too.
the lower back.
It'll be of him and Travis and Patrick holding hands,
It'll just be
walking
of
off into the sunset together.
it'll just be of our hands. Yeah, I like, I like that.
Oh man,
Well,
that's
I
great.
love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being on today. I
Love you
appreciate you.
too. Good luck, Dave.
Love you, buddy. I'll be talking to you guys during the game.
You got it. Love you
Big Super
guys.
Bowl time. Love you guys. Okay, peace.
Later.
Go Eagles!